I believe getting on the roof of the Y is a risk management infraction. So we're going to have some conversation about that. You guys, I'm so excited to be here today. We even had tubas here with the band, and I would like to have that in our break room so that we could get pumped up at the YMCA every day at our corporate office. But today isn't just any day, it is a celebration of community, as you just heard. And this unique facility is the power of vision and collaboration. Now, we are not new to Chatham County. Since 2014, we've served thousands and thousands of children through after-school programs and day camps and sports. And I think it was about 10 years ago that we opened a small fitness facility close to downtown Pittsburgh. And when I say small, I mean really, really small. And what we found was it wasn't enough. But even with an adequate space, we have served tons and tons of folks in this area. So as we considered expansion in this community, as usual, our YMCA volunteers pushed us to think bigger and think better. For decades, Tim Smith and Bubba Rawls, founders of Preston Development Company and the developers of Chatham Park, have been incredible supporters of the YMCA. They know that the Y is critical to supporting a community. In fact, y'all may not know this, but this is the 4th YMCA that they have been instrumental in getting off the ground. Years ago, it deserves a round of applause. Years ago, they had a vision for Chatham Park, and they told us, we want the YMCA to be in the center of that. Because they know the Y brings people together, all kinds of people. And when Tim and Bubba push, they don't just push a little bit, they push hard. But when they push, they put their time, their energy, their resources, and their financial backing behind you. And they are why we are standing here today. So the YMCA of the Triangle has 18 facilities, and each has its own personality. I was at our Northwest Cary YMCA about 3 weeks ago. I looked at my watch because I walked in the gym, and there were over 30 kids playing basketball, teenagers, and it was 3:58 p.m. in the afternoon. I then went upstairs, and there were 43 teenagers lifting weights in small groups, chatting, spotting each other. I walked over to the other side of the building. There were 10 middle school kids standing in a circle in our after-school program playing a game that I did not understand. We had 9 teenagers working for us. And what was more remarkable than 92 teenagers gathering at 3:58 in the afternoon was that I only saw one cell phone. One. And that was a staff member who was Googling trivia questions for the after-school kids he was trying to entertain. Earlier that same day, I was at our Craft YMCA, and there were about 15 senior citizens sitting in the lobby playing cards. I was told that they play several times a week. I'm not sure that they exercise, but that's all right. They were laughing and calling each other out and bantering about politics. And they had some differing opinions, but what a great way to come together. Every Y serves folks of all ages and backgrounds, but at certain times throughout the week, these groups become community and take on a life of their own. We don't yet know what the personality of the Chatham Y will be, but I can imagine, based on what I know about this area, that this will be a place where families come together to grow in spirit, mind, and body. And that is our mission. This Y, and hopefully you'll walk in today, includes modern design elements like a state-of-the-art wellness center. I was over here last week. There's this huge tower. It looks like a tractor tire, and it's designed to lift, and you lift and turn it over, and I did it, and I pulled a muscle in my chest. So be careful if you try that, but it's pretty cool. It's got an open-air nasium, and you need to check that out, the first one we've ever had at our Y. These 2 outdoor pools will open in May, and there'll be spaces for children and adults and families to gather together. And y'all, everybody's welcome at the Y, regardless of your ability to pay. If you can't afford after school, if you can't afford day camp, if you can't afford a membership, we will provide assistance for you because we want our doors to be open for all. We don't officially open until, I think, Saturday afternoon, and I'm slated to come give tours. I can't wait. But we already have more than 3,000 members of our YMCA. It's exciting. Some are coming to get fit. Others are coming to play. I remember one time at the Cary Y, there was a woman who would come and put her kids in our nursery and our child care, and she was just sitting in the locker room, and a staff member said, "How was your workout?" And she said, "Oh, I'm not working out. I just want to take a shower in peace." So if that's what you want to do, put your kids in child care, go take a shower and read a book for a few minutes. But what folks might find might surprise them. The YMCA is not just about getting healthier. It's not just about playing. It's about a place where you build relationships. And that's what sets us apart. Before I sit down, and there already been a lot of thank yous, but I want to thank a couple more folks. First, Forrest and Caitlin, stand up if you have the energy. These 2 folks and their team, which is standing all around, have worked their fannies off day and night to get this place open while they do their regular job. So thank you both so much for what you've done. We appreciate y'all. Doug McMillan is here. He's the CEO. Prior to me, I've been in this role a couple of years. But Doug and Tracy Howe, who couldn't be here, our immediate COO, they were here when the project started and helped with the vision of this project. So thank you, Doug. We appreciate you. Dan Corey is heading our facilities team. I think Dan has bronchitis and is not here, but we are appreciative of him. And Barrett with CORE. Barrett, where are you? Our project manager. The only person that is more excited to get this building open than Y staff is Barrett, because he's just tired of us on him about every little thing. He's done an incredible job. And I also want to remember Tim Carr. Tim was our Senior Vice President of Properties and Facilities and Real Estate, and he was so committed to this project. He passed away unexpectedly last summer, and I toured the building with him a couple of weeks before, and he was so excited. And I know that Tim is looking down right now, so proud and excited about what's going on here. Now, Tim and Bubba, yesterday I pulled out an Excel spreadsheet. I'm a math whiz, and I'm sure Doug's going to correct me on my math. But I began to think about the past 3 projects that you've supported. And I calculated on the low end of those projects in Cary, Knightdale, and Wake Forest that over the past 30 years, your generosity has touched well over 250,000 people. That's a lot of people, though. People who became healthier, kids who needed love and support, teens who were struggling to find a place to belong, folks who met their spouses at the YMCA who were working for us, and those of us who found jobs at the Y but also found our calling. 250,000 plus. Your past work and this YMCA is your legacy. So you guys, with the volunteers that are guiding us, with the partners that we put together, with the leadership that we have at the YMCA of the Triangle right now, and with our frontline staff who care deeply about people, I've been working here for 40 years and I have never had more confidence in our ability to share the mission of the YMCA, help people grow in spirit, mind, and body, in youth development, healthy living, and social responsibility. And this YMCA is going to be the catalyst in Chatham County. Thank you so much, and I think Tim and Bubba are going to come up.